Hi guys, and welcome back to Beauty Fortified, and welcome to my December favorites and fails. And these are all makeup products that I wanted to share with you. Some have been around for a while, some are new, and I just wanted to give you my input, let you know what's really worked for me this month and what has been a fail. So I'm going to start off with a range that was brought out by MAC in conjunction with the Whitney Houston estate, the MAC Whitney Houston collection. And there are two items that I bought from the range. Now, it was a beautiful range, and it was curated in collaboration with Pat Houston, who is Whitney's sister, who looks after her estate. And it's a really retro range, and it's all based, it harks back to the 80s. It's based on all the colors that Whitney absolutely loved. She did wear quite a lot of MAC makeup by all intents and purposes, and so they brought out a range, and it really was, at first glance, it just looked absolutely beautiful. I went in store, I swatched everything, and I decided to pick up the eyeshadow palette and one of the blushes. Now, the eyeshadow palette, it comes in some beautiful, fairly heavy gold packaging. It's heavyweight. It's a beautiful container. It comes with a mirror, and it has 6 shades in there, so 8 shades. There's 6 mattes and 2 shimmers. And when I tried this on in store, when I swatched them in store, the shades just looked absolutely beautiful, and I was quite blown away by the curation of colors. I was very excited by this blue gray, which is really great for a smoky eye. I loved this kind of taupey shade over here. It's one of my favorite shades. And then the shimmers were really good as well. And it just, overall, it looked like a beautiful quality palette. So I picked that up, and I have used it a couple of times. And so what are my thoughts? Well, I was a little bit disappointed by the performance of some of the shades. The taupe one specifically that I love, that I thought would be my go-to, is a little bit patchy on application. The black shade is not hugely pigmented, and the shimmers, you do need to dampen your brush to get enough color payoff. So I was a little bit disappointed by this palette, and I don't think I'm going to really get as much use out of it as I at first thought, and it's a little bit of a pity. It's good quality, but it's not MAC's best, if I can put it like that. So a little bit disappointed by the Whitney palette. But they did bring out 2 shades of blush, and of course blush is one of my favorite things, so I thought I had to try one of the shades. They're really beautiful. So the one that I picked up is called Nippy's Rose. Nippy was Whitney's nickname. So this is Nippy's Rose, and it's a kind of corally pink. So it also comes in the gold packaging. The packaging is plastic. It is kind of a little bit cheap looking. This sort of reminds me of Milani packaging. But the actual blush is really beautiful. So it does come with her name embossed. I'm not sure if you can pick that up. I will cut in some close-ups of that. And it really is stunning in presentation. And the color and the pigment is just off the charts. So it is the one that I am wearing today. It really is a beautiful, beautiful blush. I did go back into store. I wanted to have a look at the other one that's in the collection. It is, they call it a raisin red. And it's more of a kind of, it looks plummy purple in the pan, but it swatches a beautiful kind of reddy pink. It really is just stunning. And so the quality of the blushes is really beautiful. I would highly recommend them if you are on the fence. And there's some beautiful lipsticks in the range as well, and a fantastic highlight as well. So those are the 2 items that I picked up from the MAC Whitney Houston range. Now, talking about eyeshadows, so in my Best of Drugstore 2022 makeup video, I did mention there that I hadn't found a drugstore eyeshadow palette that had blown me away this year. And that video was uploaded before I had tried the Essence Don't Worry Bee palette that I found in store. And it comes in a little packaging like that, a little compact, it's cardboard packaging, and it's got a magnetized opening like that. And it comes with 6 shades. So 3 of these are matte and 3 of these are shimmers. Now, in last year's Best of 2021 drugstore makeup, I did talk about the Essence Dancing Green palette, which I have really enjoyed since then as well, and was really blown away by the quality of the eyeshadows and just the value for money. So I was very intrigued with this new palette because it was affordable, so I decided to pick it up. It is the one that I have on my lids today, and I have really not been disappointed. It really is, the quality is just great, and for the price you just can't beat it. So I have swatched some shades for you over here. You can see that there's the champagne shimmery shade, there's a silver shimmery shade, and then there is a gold. Hopefully you can pick that up. And then with the mattes, there is a taupey shade, there is a deep brown, and then there's a very light beige shade, which I don't think you're going to be able to pick up there. But really, really fantastic quality. And this palette was 1/10 of the price of this, just as a point of comparison. So sometimes drugstore does it better, I have to say. But I have been very impressed with this. There is another colorway in the range. It is more kind of pinks, and I just love this because it is all the neutrals, and just like the way that it's set out, and I just like the fact that it is so compact as well. So it's great to take traveling. Another product that I've really been enjoying lately, and this probably extends beyond the month of December, and that is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. Now this is obviously no newcomer to market. It has been on the market for many, many years, and it has seen a resurgence or a renaissance in my collection. I've started using it again of late, and I've really been enjoying it. And I am surprised myself. You know, you look at it, it really doesn't have the best dispensing mechanism. It doesn't come with a pump. It is quite thick to get out of the bottle. I don't think that there's any fantastic technology in here, but I have just found that it's really been working for my normal combination skin. It really is great at minimizing the look of my pores. It has great oil control, and so it's just one that I have been reaching for more often than not. And who would have thought? I never thought that I would go back to MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation, but there you have it. So I've really been enjoying that one. And then I have a primer. This is from Revlon, and Risa from Risa Does Makeup made me buy this. She has been raving about this on her channel. She compares it very favorably to the MAC Studio Fix, and they are very, very similar. This is a fraction of the price, of course, and I actually find that this is a little bit better. It has a little bit of a thinner consistency, so it's just easier to apply, and I've really been enjoying this one as well. So this is the Revlon Grip Primer. I have seen this in stores. It has been out for quite a while, and I think the name just put me off Grip. It just sounded a little bit too industrial for my liking, but I took Reese's word for it, purchased it, and I have not been sorry. So let me know if you've tried that one. I'd be keen to know what you think. And then another fail for me has been the Wet n Wild Pro Line Felt Tip Eyeliner. Now I bought this for the festive season because I envisaged myself doing a cat eye and something really glamorous. And so I wanted to get hold of a pen that can do all those wonderful things. And this was affordable, so I thought, well, if it doesn't work out, I haven't spent an absolute fortune on this. But unfortunately, it just has not worked for me. So the pen itself is really good. It's really black, and it's quite fine as well. So it stays on as well. It's got really good staying power. But the problem is my lids. So I do have crepey lids, and unfortunately, it just does not make applying this a cinch. It makes it quite difficult. I have to sort of make my lid taut and then apply this, and I do wear contact lenses, and I find that if I'm in that much close proximity to the mirror, things start getting a little bit difficult for my eyes. So unfortunately, this was a fail for me. If you have really smooth, youthful lids, I'm sure that you will love this. It really is a good pen, but it just didn't work out for me. And then a highlighter that I've really been enjoying, and this one was on my bucket list. I bought it with the Black Friday sales. It is a Bobbi Brown highlighter. It is in the shade Peach Glow. It is the one that I have on today. And it really is just beautiful. It's a really stunning highlight. It's not a blingy highlight. It's very gentle. It's great for mature skin. And so I have really been loving that in the month of December. And then finally, two lipsticks that I have been loving These are both from MAC. They are from the Luster range. The one I have on today, always forget the name of this one, and it is called Glossed and Found, and it is just a beautiful, it's quite a blue toned red, and it's just absolutely fantastic for the festive season if you want to venture into a red. These are very comfortable on the lips. They're not drying. They do have quite a lot of opacity and just absolutely beautiful. And then another one that I have been wearing from the same range is called Hug Me, and this is much more of a neutral, and I've been wearing this to work, and it's just such a beautiful daytime lipstick. It's, again, comfortable, it's easy to apply, it doesn't bleed into lip lines, and so I have just really been loving it. So guys, those are my favorites and fails for the month of December. Let me know what yours have been. Please leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Ciao, ciao.